Hey guys, so within the company, we are growing and there are so many changes. So I just wanted to share something new and exciting that's happening this week. So I've shared before about our inspirational morning vitamin call, which we call our IMV. And normally it's a phone call and you dial in and you listen. And we have passed 75,000 agents now. So they're changing it, or they have changed it, to a Zoom call. So for this week, I'm going to share the IMV with you so you could see some of the leadership and hear some of the things that they have to say. It is designed to help you build, push you in your life and in your business, right? So I hope you're able to take some nuggets away from it and apply it to your day. So without any further ado, here's the daily IMV.
All right, guys. Well, good morning, and welcome to the Inspiration Morning Vitamin. We got individuals calling from the north, the south, the east, and the west. Guys, we got individuals calling and coming in today who are in the United States, but all across the pond in the United Kingdom as well, and Jamaica. We got the Caribbean in the house today. Today is like any other Thursday, guys. We're excited to welcome you because I have my sister in success in the house. Get this. She was full-time on her job, 6 figures in the government for for a decade. But this young lady made $250,000 part-time. And now she's a full-time freedom fighter as a founding director, a director maker. A $250,000. Now she is moments from $500,000. This young lady is the number 9 income earner worldwide in PlanNet marketing out of 75,000 people. She's a 5-star director. She is a mover. She is a shaker. She is my sister in success, none other than Miss Latoya Mayberry. Are you with us today, Miss Mayberry?
I am here, Miss JP Watkins. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Loud and clear. And don't you look very divalicious?
No, not in the red. This look one time. No, but thank you so much for that gracious introduction. And just to throw it back at you, but good morning to the IMB family. But so you can know who heard you this morning, welcome you with that vibracious voice, with all of that energy. You just heard from Miss JP Watkins Mukes out of that Houston, Texas area. 5-star director inside of this amazing opportunity, the number 8 income earner in all of PlanNet marketing. Not only that, she sports that diamond ring, which signifies she's earning $500,000. But get this, not only that, this year, she was our 2022 MVP. But I love that because number one, she is a sought out leader and trainer inside of the industry. But one thing about her, she not only helps her team, but she believes in helping the big team. How are you on this morning?
I'm blessed and highly favored. We've been doing the IMB 7 years. Okay. So now that we're on Zoom, we are growing. Isn't it amazing to grow? Because when you get to the point that the IMB is shut out, Mr. Bradley made a call. Okay, leaders, we're going to have to answer the call because there are people knocking at the door of success early in the morning. They want to get in. We don't want to shut anybody out. So now we're doing the IMV live and in living color because this company is just growing and we're headed towards, as you know, the big mo. Now we decided to dive into the 10 distinctions between winners and whiners by none other than Keith Cameron Smith. Now, he's famous for 10 distinctions between millionaires and middle class, as you know. But I remember you saying, why don't we go into winners and whiners? Because there's just some things we need to cover. But Miss Mayberry, here's the thing I love. We're on chapter 8, which is probably my favorite chapter. Winners find a way, whiners find an excuse. And Miss Mayberry, I know you love this chapter, so you're going to lead us today in this. But I want you to know that when I was pledging, okay, when we were late, our big sisters used to say, "Why you late?" And we would come up with all these excuses. But guess what they said? Excuses are monuments of nothingness. They build bridges to nowhere. Those of us who use these tools of incompetence seldom become anything, if nothing at all. Had you heard that before?
Yes, I've always heard that. And my dad used to tell me a long time ago, and I heard it come inside this industry, you can keep your excuses. Your excuses don't pay you. So I love this chapter. I love the book. And coming out of convention, I thought this was a great book for us to talk about, because there are those individuals out there who wants to win, but something is keeping them from winning. And 9 times out of 10, it's what? Excuses, right? And not willing to sacrifice, not willing to do the work. And I love this chapter because we're going to talk about those excuses that the whiners use and how to get out of those excuses and become that winner. And this society, you know, we're just looking at this unpredictable society, right? Knowing we're going into a recession, you know, the inflation that is happening around us. Sometimes it is hard to be a winner, people say, because they have all these obstacles they're facing, all these things that they're going through. But I love how Keith Cameron Smith starts off this chapter. He asks, what is more important? Is it persistence or is it success? Which one is it? And for me, when I thought about it, I'm like, wait a minute, you got to have persistent, because persistent comes to success. So what is your thoughts about this chapter, Ms. Muse, before we dive into our first point?
Absolutely. When you decide to win, you're going to find a way. When you decide to win, you're going to find a way. You're going to figure this thing out. And that's one of the things that Mr. Bradley has been asking us to do lately, figure it out. And so what I love is Jim Rohn has said for years, it is not the blowing of the wind, it is the set of the sail. The wind blows on us all, but you have to determine how you're going to set your sail and if you're going to keep on course. Ms. Mayberry, let's dive in.
Well, the first one is winners keep on keeping on, and whiners continue to find excuses for 2 reasons, Ms. Mute. First, because things get tough, as I said before, and second, because they believe they can't prevail. So winners say, wait a minute, you know, whatever comes my way, obstacles are things we see when we lose our focus. Winners say nothing rattles. I don't care what's going on here, over here. I don't care what's going on over there. I'm going to keep that tunnel vision because I'm going to keep focused on my goals and what I'm doing. Miss Mukes, my cousin, 24 years old, got killed in a car accident this weekend. Now, I could have stayed in Alabama with her mom, but I said, no, I got to get back to the Tuesday night meeting. I got some things to do. I'm gonna sacrifice. I'm going to fly out this morning, to Alabama. Then I'm going to drive back to Atlanta on Friday so I can be here on Saturday, because I understand the importance of being present. I understand the importance of being there for my team because they're coming in this weekend. I said, you know what, whatever's going on the inside of me, I'm going to smile through it. I'm going to keep on going. But a whiner would say, you know what, I got this going on. I'm about to shut down for the next 2 to 3 days so I can get focused. But I said, no, I can't do that. I'm going to support my family. I'm going to be there. So Miss Mutes, winners keep on going, whiners find excuses. And
yes, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And I'm not surprised to hear that. I didn't even know that happened to you, and I'm so sorry for your loss. But you know, one of the things is the wind will blow on us all. But it is the set of your sail. Your sail is set towards one course. And that's what focus is. Follow one course until successful. And that's what we have to do, Miss Mayberry, is keep on keeping on. Mr. Bradley publicly shared my story of losing several thousand people through the past, pandemic. He very publicly said, I've seen some people go through this, but I haven't seen everybody come out on the other side of it. But here's what I decided when I joined this company. I wasn't joining for nobody, but I wasn't going to quit for nobody. It's either way. You can't have it both. I didn't join for them. I'm not quitting for them. I joined this for freedom. And until we free everybody, Miss Mayberry, we're on that course. So people say, what motivates you? We haven't arrived yet, and we got more people to free. Number 2, winners find a way to make it happen and finish the task. Whiners try harder and harder and harder with the wrong strategy. With the wrong strategy, whiners either stay on an unsuccessful course or they set a new course. But 9 times out of 10, guess what whiners are doing? Coaching themselves. And you hear me say over and over that you cannot stay on the wrong course and get the right results. Miss Mayberry, I always say to my team, seek wise counsel. And I want somebody to write that in their notes today. Seek wise counsel. And one thing I like about you, you touch base almost every day with Orlando Moore, who is your mentor. But again, winners will try to do the same thing and get nowhere. They're making good time going nowhere.
And I think about that. I tell my team all the time, those directors in training, that's been directors in training for a year, 2 years, 3 years, you got to stop. You got to look and you got to see, what am I doing wrong? What do I need to do differently? Because as you said, you lost 3,000 individuals, 3,000. Most people would have done what? You know what? They'd throw in the towel. It is not even worth it. But instead, you said, wait a minute, let me go find other legs of business. Let me go find someone who wants it bad enough. When I go find those individuals that want it bad enough, I'm going to go help those individuals, because I can't focus on the people that left. I got to focus on the people that stay. See, the strategy that most whiners are using is they're focusing on the people who left them. They're still whining about losing 5 to 6 people when they don't understand their upline is losing 20 to 30 people or even 100 people. I remember, just being transparent, Miss Mutes, I used to do that. I used to call Mr. Moore in the mornings. I'd be like, oh man, I lost 20 people this morning. He's like, guess how many I lost? Right? But see, that's a whiner. The whiner is going to be whining about it instead of you seeking wise counseling and saying, what strategy I need to take? What beats attrition? Addition. Go out and find new people, Miss Mutes. The third one, whiners look at what they are doing and develop beliefs about whether their actions are right or wrong. Winners look at their results, and if their results are not what they want, they find different ways of being and doing until they get to the finish line. Ms. Mutes, what do you think about that?
We must change to have change. That's what I think about that. We have to constantly be evolving. And sometimes we are so stuck in our ways, Miss Mayberry, that we can't get to the destination because we so stubborn and stuck in our ways. You've got to evolve in this thing. And that's why I love the story of the caterpillar, where the little boy goes and he sees the caterpillar. He sees the caterpillar in the cocoon, and the caterpillar is trying to wiggle out the cocoon. But guess what? The little boy actually cuts it open. And the caterpillar has a big body and little bitty wings, because he didn't push through where the amniotic fluid could get through the wings, so he could have a skinny body and big wings. See, sometimes whiners want you to cut the cocoon, but what they don't understand and realize, if we cut the cocoon, now we hinder your success, because now you don't have the muscle to handle it. See, Mr. Brown, with those 3,000 people, and though he's my coach, though he loved me, what can he do but say, keep on keeping on? What did he say? You gotta figure this thing out. You gotta go ahead and keep going. And he couldn't cut the cocoon. So Miss Mayberry, that's one of the things. We don't lose, we learn through mistakes. You're gonna make mistakes, but you gotta understand nobody can do it for you but you, so that you have the wings to fly. Miss Mayberry.
I love that, because most people are focused on the mistakes before they even try the action. What if I mess up? What if I don't do this right? What if, it's always that what if? What if you do it right? People are really focusing on right and wrong, but Winner said, no, I'm not focused on right or wrong. If I did it wrong, guess what? I'm going to learn from those mistakes and I'm going to keep going. And that's the very important point for today. Listen, don't focus on if it's wrong or right. The focus is get it done, and by any means possible. All right, the fourth one is winners are visionaries. Whiners lack vision. Winners are visionary and whiners lack vision. And see, we have a visionary and founder. We say it all the time. Mr. Bradley, he has a vision of what? 100,000 individuals. When he said, I have a vision of 100,000 individuals, how many will be on your team? How many will be in your organization? How many will you carry us to the 100,000? See, a visionary, time he said it, he wouldn't even have to say how many, because that visionary, that winner would already have said, okay, I want 33%. I want 20% of those, 100,000. We wouldn't even have to be asked the question, because the winners see it long before it happens. And they know in order to do that, they got to have some directors. They got to have some 6-figure income earners, right? So they see the vision and they already see the people and they go after it. Miss Mutes, winners have vision, whiners lack vision.
Yeah, and you know what? Vision is not something that comes natural to everybody. In fact, Helen Keller quoted famous quote: "Some people have sight but no vision," and she said that's sad. So, you know, one of the things that I find helpful though is to borrow someone else's vision, borrow someone else's belief. And when the pandemic hit, many people jumped out the ship. Travel is going down, travel this, travel that. But our visionary and founder said it's business as usual. In fact, we thrived where people, went down. We sold more travel. We paid commissions. People lives actually improved. We had increased abundance and overflow where everybody else was jumping ship. It's because we borrowed the vision of our visionary. So if you struggle with vision, it's okay. Borrow someone else's belief and vision.
And I always say, if you jump out this matrix, you commit financial suicide, even though you can't see 20 years from now or 10 years from now. Borrow somebody else's vision because we can see down the road and we know what is ahead. Number 5, winners say, I can't see it. Look, I just went to that one. Winners say, I can't see it. Whiners say, I can't see it, so I don't believe it. Winners say, I believe it. That's why I can see it. Let me say it one more time. Whiners say, I can't see it, so I don't believe it. Winners say, I can see it, so that's why I believe it. Miss Mutes, I always say you have to believe first. Once you believe, you can do what? You can see what's ahead of you. You can see that it's possible. Most people lack belief, so that's why they can't see the future. Even coming out of high school, some people are still saying, what am I going to do? Because they can't see their future. You know, you got to plan your future, write it down, write the vision, make it plain. If you write the vision, you write your goals, make them plain, you know where you're going. See, some people lack goals. How many of you all, what is this? What, the 20th of the month? You know, I tell my leaders, hey, give me your goals before the end of the month, before the first of the month, so I can know where your goals are, because your goals become my goals. Some people don't even do goals because why? They lack the vision. They can't see it, so they don't believe it. Miss Mutes?
Absolutely. You have to have that vision. You have to see it. Even if you don't see it, you have to see it. And I love the story of the Chinese bamboo tree, where you plant a seed, but for 5 years, you mean to tell me you go somewhere watering a certain area, you're just putting water in there year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, and nothing. And so what happens is the same holds true in network marketing. Network marketing is unconventional. Network marketing is not your typical go to school, get an education, get a degree, get a job. You're doing something different. And most people will question you. They will doubt you. They will laugh at you, but keep watering the plant. Because what happens is in the 5th year, that bamboo tree shoots up 90 feet in 6 weeks. Now, did it take 6 weeks? No, it was 5 years of nothing, but believing and seeing it before it manifests. So that's one of the things you have to do. You have to see it, even if everybody else calls you crazy. Even if everybody else doubts you, you just say, I see it. Don't worry about it.
I love it. Our last point for today. Whiners find excuses because they don't learn the lesson of the journey. So they don't learn the lesson. Even though they mess up or they fail, they didn't hit their goals, they say, okay, you know what? This is not possible. There's a lesson in there, right? We always say you may forget the work you've done, but the work you done won't forget you. But if you didn't do any work, the work can't remember you because you didn't do anything. So the lesson is, I need to do more of it. But winners take the lesson they learn on their journey and they keep moving forward, even though the lessons may be difficult. The lessons may be difficult. We've learned some lessons along the way in network marketing, even building a team. I haven't always did everything right? I was that individual that was very, nonchalant. I was direct. I was to the point. When I call my leaders, I'm always like, hey, what do you have going on? Never, how you doing? What you got going on? I was straight and to the point. They would say, well, how are you? And I'm like, that's not what I called you for. I called you for to see what is going on. So I had to learn those lessons, to be empathetic, to really truly care about my people and treat my people like people and not treat my people like numbers. Miss Mutes?
Everything is part of the journey. And this journey is going to transform us. And guess what? It's all valuable and it's all good. And that's one of the things we're going to miss is that network marketing absolutely can be a personal development journey. But guess what? There's compensation attached. And that's the good news is that people go ahead and transform, embrace the process, embrace the journey. On the other side is success. I really, really like this chapter. Winners find a way. Because today, I hope that people walk away from this IMB and stop giving excuses. I really do. And there are two reasons why. Miss Mayberry, no one wants to hear it. Number one, nobody wants to hear your excuse. And number two, will you giving this excuse help you grow? No. The process is going to help you grow. The excuse doesn't. So here's what I want to impart on the people today. Own it. If you messed up, it's okay. Les Brown said, if you fall, just fall backwards. Because if you can look up, you can get up. Every one of us have fallen. You said everybody makes mistakes. It's okay. But learn the lesson. Mr. Bradley said, don't stay in third grade. Go to fourth grade. Go to fifth. Then go on. Don't keep making the same mistakes and don't keep making the same excuses.
That's it. I don't even have any more closing comments. That's it. You gotta accept the journey. You gotta accept the process and go after it. Closing. Well, I guess this weekend. That's the only announcement we have this weekend. We have the 7-year anniversary in Atlanta, Georgia. Training in the morning and our black tie event gala in the evening. So I hope all roads lead to Atlanta. Everyone, if you missed it this time, don't miss the next events. We got so many events already scheduled for 2023. Go out there, get your tickets. We're still celebrating 7 years. 7 years. Can you believe it's been 7 years?
No.
It seemed like it went so fast.
It has gone so fast. And let me tell you something. Our founder and CEO, Donald Bradley, they continue to raise the bar. So the gala is always grand. We've gone to several galas, several black ties. Don't miss this, y'all, because this is going to be the kind of thing where you miss it and you go back and regret it and say, man, I should have been there. This looks amazing. And you should have been there. So go ahead and buy those tickets that you haven't purchased yet, because tickets are available for the summit. Tickets are available for a convention. Tickets are available for a blackout. So don't miss it. If you miss this one, oh well, don't miss the next one. What do we say? Learn the lesson.
Right. Exactly. Our affirmation for today is I'm determined to win and I will not give up. I'm determined to win and I will not give up. Let's go, everybody. Be determined to win. Don't make excuses and don't give up. Thank you, Ms. Mukes, for amazing IMB this morning. Everyone, we will see you this weekend. All that is coming at the Black Tie event. Thank you.
Have a great day, everybody.
Okay guys, it's Helyne and I'm back, and I hope that you thoroughly enjoyed that experience of our daily inspirational morning vitamin call that happens every weekday morning here in PlanNet Marketing. So if you have any questions about becoming part of our team, my team specifically, and being part of the culture here at PlanNet Marketing, definitely do not hesitate to reach out and ask any questions. I would love to help you get started. All right, so again, I hope you were able to take some nuggets away from our daily inspirational morning vitamin call. I am Helyne Joseph, your travel partner, and looking forward to hearing from you.